The investigation began, like so many others, at the beginning. In this stretch of woodland, there is said to exist a creature that cannot exist. Over the years, people have heard its cries, while others have taken video footage of what appears to be some unknown animal. The most remarkable images were captured accidentally on home cinefilm in 1964. Could this be some missing link between ape and man? I made it my mission to discover the truth. Nepalese Sherpa Pemba Norgay and his wife Yenja have spent years searching for the Yeti, the Bigfoot of the Himalayas. They are now here, tracking the creature seen in southern England.
Where the Bigfoot?
Small's the name, Bartholomew Small, investigative journalist. I have come to the English county of Essex, where the creature has been seen. Here, in these woodlands, overlooking the Little Ducksworth Newtown Bypass. I have arranged to meet with the intrepid couple, in the hope that they will share with me what they have learned about the creature that locals refer to as the Little Ducksworth Newtown Bypass Ape.
Hiya. So,
Hi.
Hi there. So, this is where you've been looking for the creature. You've been tracking it.
Yeah.
Yes,
yeah.
we did.
So, I don't know. Is it around here somewhere?
Yes, we think so.
We can take you to where it is.
Oh, yes, please. Cool. That'd be
Right.
great.
Come, follow us.
Could some ancient savage beast still be lurking within these trees? The answer is no. I was shocked when the Norgays told me that they believed that the creature was no longer inhabiting this foreboding woodland, but had moved instead to the nearby town of Little Ducksworth. On the outskirts of the town, the Norgays gave me what promised to be a hot lead. So I left them to go their own way with the two urban Sherpas that they had hired.
Hurry up! Quick!
My work commands respect. I therefore knew that the moment I entered the town of Little Ducksworth, the local people would take the search for the creature very seriously indeed. My investigation began at a cafe with its name blurred out, where one of the staff claimed to have seen the creature face to face.
What you say? That is rubbish. That is how you say ridiculoso.
Two eggs!
Ridiculous people.
Kerry Gorbally
How do you
works
think
in the
that is true?
kitchens.
How do you think that is true?
When I first met her, I was as sceptical as anyone, but I asked her to tell me what she had seen.
Well, I was in here, like on my own, and there was some like people out the front and stuff, but it weren't very busy. And I was like here, and I looked up and stuff, and it's like there, right outside, and I was just like there, and it just really shot the life out of me. Yeah.
What you're about to see are the images captured on the security camera in the kitchen at the time.
Fuck me.
There could be no doubt that Kerry was telling the truth. But what exactly was it that she had seen? Whatever this is, it bears a remarkable similarity to other strange ape-like creatures seen throughout the world. For example, the Bigfoot or Sasquatch of North America. What does Kerry think she saw?
Well, I think it was like one of them invisible snowmen things. Them invisible snowmen. Yeah.
If it was invisible, how did you see it?
No, look, I could see it and stuff, but you know, it's like they're one of them things that they've got. One of them monsters that they have in like.
You've got the big feet.
Yeah, the big feet things that they have.
But you said it was invisible.
That's what they call it, isn't it?
The invisible snow. You
Yeah.
mean the abominable snow?
Yeah, it wasn't very nice.
The abominable snowman is another name for the Yeti of the faraway ice-capped mountains of the Himalayas. Kerry's claim was bound to lead to mockery.
It's crazy. What you speak this crazy English? You stupid.
Despite being ridiculed by a fake Italian, Kerry even had a theory about why the creature was here.
So you reckon this thing's actually living here?
Oh yeah, I mean.
Can you show us where you think it was living there?
Yeah. It's like not near where I saw it and that. Yeah.
Was that the back?
Yeah, down here, outside. This is right round here, like where I saw it and that. And I think it's like sleeping here or something. Because there's like nest down here, it's like.
Nest?
Well, stuff down here like bananas and shit.
Can you show us what that is?
Yeah, down here.
Kerry's sighting attracted the interest of paranormal researcher Robert Pumpum. Robert has had a book published about other similar sightings throughout the world. He was quick to draw some conclusions.
Well, I think we've got an interesting case here. Basically what it is that we've got this kind of nest type thing, and you've got some banana skins, sure, but you know, it's a cafe, so there could be anything really, but you've got a brush, so obviously, you know, this creature could be pruning itself. And the interesting thing really for my mind is you've got an alarm clock at the back. Now these creatures are very rarely seen during the day, so obviously it needs to know when to come out at night, and that's what the alarm clock's for. So it's interesting, it's not definite proof, but I think what we've got here is some very good evidence.
Robert's work has won him many awards, including the coveted Hoover Prize for vacuuming his entire house in less than 2 hours. His opinions are therefore highly respected. So what does he think is living behind this ordinary cafe?
Well, some people think it could be a tame gorilla escaped from the local zoo, maybe because the guards were too laxative. However, the creature walks upright, so I doubt that. Others have suggested it could be an alien from out of space, but again I find that rather fanciful. I think it could be a missing link, which provides us a great opportunity to view one of our remote ancestors, to draw back the veil of time, so to speak. I call it a BHM, a big hairy man.
So what do other experts think?
Walking on the hill, and it was somewhere around there, somewhere in that part.
No, I'm telling you, it was definitely twice.
I invited 4 of the country's leading authorities on the subject to my hotel room to discuss the matter. Sigourney Sucks has spent years in Africa studying the mountain gorilla. She has even had a film made about her work. She was so impressed by the Little Ducksworth case that she returned to England to investigate.
Hello, I'm Sigourney Sucks. I'm accumulating evidence to have this creature officially recognised as an endangered species so that it can be properly protected. For some reason it's moved into the town now, but for many years it lived out in the woods, and I spent many months there myself, patiently waiting for a sighting. Sadly, I never saw one with my own eyes, but I left a motion detector camera there, and it picked up the definitive proof that this creature really exists.
That's astonishing footage, but what sort of animal is it?
It's what the Native Americans call a Sasquatch.
Other experts who examined the film reached different conclusions.
It's not a Sasquatch, it's a Bigfoot.
Well, what's the difference?
The feet, they're bigger.
But you can't
They're
see...
bigger.
She should know. Her story made the headlines when she was kidnapped by just such a beast while on holiday in the USA. But some doubt the film is genuine at all.
I'm extremely sceptical of such claims.
But surely the camera has captured some kind of ape.
It's not real.
But how can you be so sure?
It's simple. I don't like this creature, and I have never met an ape I didn't like.
Such sound scientific reasoning is hard to refute. But one of the investigators who believes the creature is genuine thinks it is neither a Sasquatch nor a Bigfoot.
You think this creature originated in the Himalayas?
Yes, there it's called the Yeti or the Abominable Snowman, and I intend to track it down.
And what will you do if you find it?
Kill it? It's abominable!
An ordinary girl from an ordinary English town, witness to an extraordinary event. Kerry Gorblamy took me to the local library. Here she had been researching historical records to see if the creature had been seen in the town in the past. She discovered little about the creature, but had become, in her own words, an authority on English history, and was keen to share with me what she had learned.
So what have you discovered about history then?
There was like this gunflower pot.
The gunflower pot? You mean the gunpowder plot?
Yeah, there was this guy, Fawkes, right? And like he used to wear like a pointy hat. And like he tried to Black King or something. But like the police, they caught him just in time and banged him on a bonfire.
I see, and have you discovered anything else about history?
Well, like, there was like, you know, like Henry VIII, right? Well, like, he was called that because he had like 8 wives. And like, he cut off their heads with a knife. And it's like, I was thinking of writing a book about it, but like, history's boring. So I was like, going to set it in the future. And like, one of his wives is a robot, but he don't know it, like, till he chops her head off. And there's like, wires and shit. And it's like, her head like, keeps talking like for an hour. Till the batteries run out.
So, is there anything else in history?
Well, yeah, like, you know, there's like other stuff and that, but like, no one really noticed.
What, no one noticed what?
History.
What, like nobody noticed the Roman invasion, the Black Death or the London Blitz?
Not at the time, no.
I see, and you reckon you can get a book published about history, do you?
Well, like, you have. And you ain't even got a driving licence.
Driving licence? Actually, I do have a driving licence, but what's that got to do with history?
So you can get there.
So history?
Well, they're like, you know, castles and stuff.
What, like the ones no one noticed?
Well, like, yeah, I mean, like, they notice them now, like, because they've got, like, motorways and shit.
So what have you discovered about the creature then?
Well, like, it's been in history, like, for ages, but, like, no one's caught it.
It's probably because nobody noticed at the time.
What do you mean?
You said that nobody notices history.
You taking a piss?
Kerry's investigation made the headlines. Her search for the creature continued for some weeks. But then, one day, she failed to turn up to work and simply disappeared. I returned to the cafe to ask the head chef what he thought had happened.
So when was the last time you saw her then?
Well, she was meant to turn up on work on Thursday. She didn't, which is unlike her because she is a very punctual person.
Despite the emergency, another cafe worker told me the rumour.
She's been fucking abducted, ain't she?
The media had a new story. Speculation was rife. Had Kerry's obsession with the creature driven her to venture into the woodlands alone? Mounted police and local volunteers searched the area, but Kerry was never found. Since she disappeared on the evening of October 6th, Kerry Gorblamy was never seen again. It was almost as if she had vanished into thin air. Robert Pumpum continued his investigation alone. He hoped the creature would return to the cafe, but that winter it was sold and torn down.
Well, as you can see, the cafe itself has been demolished now, and in its place they're building a fast food restaurant. So what will happen if the creature returns here to find out what's happened to its habitat? I don't know.
Damn you all to hell! As I minced my way into the Little Ducksworth Newtown Bypass Woods for the final time, I had one last question on my mind. In this dark stretch of woodland, could Kerry still be alive and living alone with the creature that cannot exist? So now you're looking for the Loch Ness Monster.
Yes, that's right.
And when you find that,
Kill it? It's a monster?